a celebration, senior day. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Thank you, guys. I did check in with the Auburn head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Find space, it's Hawkins. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Washington. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hawkins. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. And they're
field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
They'll start on the ground with Washington. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Just feeds the running back. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Williams on the play fake. Fires to the right. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Left side is Singleton.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Churns into the pile. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
All right, well, we've seen this already on this drive before. 2nd time now, they go for it on 4th down, and they're able to get it running the football.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Off play action on 1st down. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure on this defense.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Out wide right, it's Coleman. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the 2nd quarter. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped on 4th down. Escapes the pressure going right. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll start on the ground with Washington. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Keep it on the ground. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, you talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Here's a give to Washington. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Got enough for the first down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They're going to ride this running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Keeps it on the ground. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. They'll run it to the right. Powers through the defender. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Play action with Williams. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. The run inside. It's Carr. Stopped short of the first down, but these guys have played them toe-to-toe in the first half, and boy, what confidence it would give them to take the lead with a field goal here.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Taylor wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man. It's Singleton. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Fresh set of downs going up top. Lets it fly. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We kick things off with Boston College taking on the number 18 team, the Nevada Wolfpack. Boston College coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours.
Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Play fake, Williams. The points have been tough to come by, and they'll try to stretch this to a 2-possession game on this drive.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Sunbelt.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Here's a give to Washington. Knocked down immediately.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Gets the back moving. Williams. Right side, it's Washington. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Cuts it upfield. It's Washington. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Washington. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Rides to the back. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Hits inside. It's Hawkins. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. Taylor wants to throw. Going for it all. A full dive to haul that one in. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Driving forward, it's Hawkins. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up third and goal. Auburn lines up quickly. Turning to the running game here on third and goal. Knocked down to the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Out wide left, it's Kane. Touchdown, Tigers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. To the back. He's got enough. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Throwing, Williams. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers! How about this defense taking one back to the house? They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Williams. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Washington. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
There he goes. Past the 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Washington. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Hawkins. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Give to the running back. Got the first down. A nice play there, and that is likely how we'll put the finishing touches on this period. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The give to the lone running back.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quick give. It's Hawkins. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. They'll run it. He's got the first down. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Auburn. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run. Football, even if they don't get big gains, just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Williams on the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Here's Williams to throw. Left side, it's Danzy. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team?
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Throws it back. Here comes the heat. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. Looking for a crease. Runs through a tackle.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Might as well run him again. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Running inside, it's Hawkins. Inside the 15. Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start on the ground with Washington. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Williams. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Running the red zone. It's Washington. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. On 3rd down, here's Washington. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He'll take it himself. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Straight ahead, it's Hawkins. Enough to move the chains. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Hits the hole. It's Hawkins. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.